Hello, Taurus. This is your April monthly message. I'm going to get into general messages, what to look forward to ahead in April. And then my love reading, my full love reading, that's their feelings, obstacles, intentions, and final likely outcome. Before we get started, I'm going to pull a mantra, an oracle card, oracle messages, rather. All right. Let's get started, Taurus. This is a Taurus collective, though, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Know that tarot tells a story, it does not write it. You do. You're the author of your life. I'm here to help you tell it as your tarot reader. And if you'd like for me to tell it more in a personal reading, not a collective, you could contact me on my website. It's linked down below in the description or in my profile bio. All right, let's get started. Let's ground this. The law of attraction. Law of attraction, moon mastery. Okay, so you've mastered that shadow side of you, your subconscious, or your fears, uncertainties, things like that, things that bubble up to the surface that you might not have been aware of because you weren't aware of them. But practicing like mindfulness and things like that will help you master the moon. Follow the moon, watch for the signs. So again, this is being aware of not only like in tune with ourselves and our alignment, but also with the energies around us. So you might be coming across synchronicities here in the next 2 weeks. I feel like in the next 2 weeks, especially with Mercury and Venus in retrograde, it's going to bring up a lot of uncertainties for us. But that, I feel like that's a perfect time to focus on your intuition and what you feel is right. So I'm going to put that at the top. Watch for the signs is your mantra. Watch what is meant for you. I feel like there's a looming question for you right now. And I know I'm getting that for a certain Taurus. Like something has brought you here to this reading because there is a looming question that's kind of been at the back of your mind. All right, so say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. Someone is in need of your love, offer it to them. And bet on yourself, take chances, reach your dreams. You've got this. Saying goodbye to your past. Here we go. In the next 2 weeks, you might be saying goodbye to someone or something, some pattern even. I'm going to pull from the Wise Spell. Let's get some general messages on what's ahead. Let's get into the tarot. Let's do this. All right, Taurus, what's ahead for you in April? Give me some messages here. What is going on? What is going on with Taurus in April? Let's draw 5 cards. Yeah, see, I feel like you've come here because you've been overthinking something, stressed out. It's like there's a situation that you want to make right, that's felt. This could be a connection. Yeah, we have the 6 of Pentacles. What has not gone right? Moving ahead, you want to correct the situation. You want to bring more happiness, more warmth into the situation. I feel like some of you may have dealt with a situation where you felt like you were in the wrong or someone was in the wrong. I'm getting someone that wants to fix their happiness. I don't know. I'm getting a strong message of that. Whether you're feeling depressed or just down. I don't want to say depressed because that is a very severe description, but I'm getting someone that feels down, like from the get-go. As soon as I started this video, I'm getting a Taurus that is feeling down and stressed. And there's something here where you want to reach out to someone either in the workplace or a relationship. I feel like this is more of a relationship and you just want to make it right. Maybe you have been at odds with someone. You haven't been getting along with someone. You might have felt like they perceived you in the wrong way. But for some reason, I'm getting with the Justice and the Star, like you wanting to fix something, you wanting to solve. Because the more that it lingers, the more it kind of weighs down on you. I'm getting a huge burden. And you just I don't want to overthink this anymore. I just want to fix it. I just want to make things right. I just want us to be happy. I just want to be happy. So there is a movement towards that. I feel like this is a significant relationship connection for you because we have 3 major arcanas here. Ooh, Capricorn and the Fool. So I would just caution this, because like the Fool starts, it's 0. Oh, the Lovers. Okay. We're not getting into love, but to look forward to in the future. You know, the Lovers doesn't have to be always romantic. It could be platonic too, and just like general, your relationships. But right now, relationships are teetering. Everyone's kind of walking on eggshells right now. There's also people that are returning to your life if that cycle hasn't closed. If the karmic cycle hasn't closed, those people are coming back to see if something needs to be fixed, if something needs to be talked about. It doesn't necessarily have to. You could just find closure within yourself to close out that cycle. But again, it's about like addressing patterns, addressing your shadow side, your moon side, and learning from that, and then moving on. But I do get someone who is kind of this idealist or this optimistic person. You could be saying like, oh, let's just have like a fresh start, or I'm just willing to have a fresh start, without really addressing those patterns. I feel like you're the type of person that's just, what do they call it? I always lose the term, toxic positivity. I'm going to have a dandy old day or something like that. You just wake up and you're like, yes, I'm going to have a dandy old day. But deep down inside, you're still feeling this void to fix it. But it's not really tackling it head on, tackling that like resolution or that closure head on. I feel like you just want to remain completely oblivious to it. And now we've added 2 more major arcanas. So I have Libra, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, heavy Aquarius. So something could have happened during Aquarius season where this was an issue that started like boiling to the surface. And now you're kind of like dealing with the repercussions of the situation. So in April is when you're definitely going to be Gemini, working on closing out the cycle. If not, it's definitely going to linger. But watch for the signs, because I feel like the signs are there. The signs are there. With the star, that is your North Star that's guiding you towards a certain direction. You know, it doesn't have to always be in astrology. It could just be like the things around you that are reminding you of a past situation or something on your mind right now. All right, that's what I have for you in April. Let's get into love, shall we? Let's talk about love now, because I feel like Taurus, that general message could be anything. It could be just a general situation, but I feel like we're going to be talking about relationships a lot with tarot. But let's get started. Let me set that to the side. Here we go. This is tarot. I'm going to pull the second card for the second house. That is you. Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. If there's, Taurus, if there's something that you've been carrying, something that you've been stressed out about, that you've been overthinking about, let's close out that cycle. I'm going to cleanse this deck to help you move on. Here we go. Let's get one more. Oh gosh, what was that? Holy moly. All right, let's cut this deck. Here we go, Taurus. Messages for April, your monthly love. 1, 2 is your collective energy, the world. What did I say about closing out that cycle? You're ready. You're ready. You're there. You lived through that experience and you said, okay, time to move on. Time to reach a natural conclusion. You're definitely at odds with someone because this person does not like you right now. Just kidding. They're at odds with you. And they're probably fighting with themselves too. We have 5 of Wands. 4, yeah. In their feelings, they have just separated. They've detached from you. It's not that they don't feel those feelings. I feel like they're trying to look forward and what's ahead and saying, okay, like I really need to move on and I can't think about Taurus anymore. I really can't. 4 of Pentacles. So this person is definitely defensive, not talking. If they talk to you at all, they're going to be very just short and protective of their energy. because I feel like this is a person that overprotects themselves or is just very, very sensitive. This is someone that, like, if you touch a sensitive subject, there's something here where you've triggered something in them where it's telling them, like, okay, I need to cocoon. I feel vulnerable right now, and I need to protect myself because I don't want to hurt anymore. I feel like when people overprotect themselves, it's because they're coming from a place of hurt and not necessarily from anger. They may come across as being defensive and angry, but deep down inside, they're just like this fragile little bird that's trying to hold on and survive. This is like a fight or flight type of response. What are your feelings? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. What is going on with your major arcana? There is a huge shift for you, Taurus. But this is a beautiful energy. Like, you're ready. Again, you're ready to close out a karmic cycle. You're ready to move forward, move up in a higher vibration, because you understand in your feelings that there's something, you're like connected to this person, not by time, but I just feel like there's a soul connection here, and I feel like you understand that, and I feel like it's taken a lot of patience out of you, and you're just like, okay, this just needed time for us to heal, for us to come back to each other. There's this message of like, I want to come back to this person, but I know it may not be now. You're holding back. We have Leo, so 3 major arcanas, Taurus. I like this for you. I feel like you're coming to more peaceful resolve about this connection. We have Leo energy. So you're holding back, though. I think you're holding back because you can feel the energy from this person, feel their need to protect themselves. How they view you as the 7 of Cups. So they might have viewed you as someone who had a lot of options, or you're just really confused about where to take this connection. I'm going to clarify that in just a second. Let's get your mutual energies. We have the 5 of Cups, the 9 of Cups coming out again. That came out in your general message. The Emperor and the 2 of Swords. Overall, there's this, I mean, you two are definitely hurting from what happened between you two, the loss of this connection. I feel like someone is definitely waiting. There's a waiting for someone to, the Aries masculine energy, especially with all the Aries placements right now. Someone is waiting on someone to make a move. But let's clarify and see what's going on here. We had the 9 of Cups come out twice. So not quite a 9999, but 9 speaks to reaching a conclusion. So can you reach out to me? I'm really confused about what's happening. I wish you just reach out to me and just tell me something. Just tell me something, and it would make everything, all the worries, the anxieties go away. Tell me more about the 9 of Cups. I'm getting someone also that this could be like an older male, but the Aries doesn't, or sorry, the Emperor doesn't have to be a gender, doesn't have to be a gender attached to it. This could be someone who is at a distance from you as well. Someone is focused on their work, like whatever happened, whatever void is happening between this connection, someone is trying to fill in that void with just focusing on work. Hey, if I just keep myself busy 9 to 5, then I don't have to think about this person. But then what happens after 5, from 6 and beyond, before you close your eyes, you're thinking about this person. Tell me more about the 2 of Swords. Tell me more about the 2 of Swords. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Someone is confused why someone left the situation. We have a divine, ooh, whoa, hold on. Ugh. My goodness gracious. All right. So let me put this back into the pile. But we have someone, a divine feminine. This is the divine counterpart to the emperor. All of them. Okay, first of all, there are two tarot cards that are separating the emperor and the empress. So I want to keep that in mind. That I feel like the masculine energy is really confused why the empress left. The empress left. This is a divine mother. So this could be someone who has children or is more of the feminine in the connection. The feminine left. They felt like they needed to leave. Tell me more about why divine feminine left. This could have been a third party situation where they thought that, you know, you or the divine masculine wasn't making a decision with this third party. It doesn't have to be people. It just, something was interfering in the connection. They felt like they were getting the short end of the stick. They felt like they weren't getting enough from you. And that's why they left. I'm really feeling like they are divine feminine just because of this card spread. And you are divine masculine. But roles can be reversed because we're in mutual right now. Let's get the 5. I'm getting as this person that left because they are the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. Tell me more about the 5 of Wands. Ooh. This person left quickly. They could be the type of person that anytime there's a conflict, their first reaction is to go. It's to leave you behind. That did not feel good. The 4 of Cups clarified by the 5 of Wands. So we have 555 here. I'm just feeling devastated right now from this loss. This was a heavy loss for both of you. Why the 4 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. It's not like this person doesn't want to come forward to you. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They do have still love for you, but they're holding back, just like you. So let's get, but you are holding back in a different way. I don't think you're holding back to be defensive. This one wanted to come out too. Yeah, 10 of Swords with the Devil. I think you're holding back because I feel like anything more is going to, it's just, I do feel this devastation coming from your part. I think you're holding back because this connection has caused so much, like a ripple effect of grief, of loss, of unhappiness. And you're trying to reel yourself back from that. You're trying to, you know, find some closure. You're trying to just close that chapter and not hurt from this. I feel like the hurt that's been caused from this relationship, from this connection, has impacted your life in other ways. Like it might have affected your work, your other relationships, your relationships with your loved ones. It's not just isolated to this connection for some reason. And I feel like that's what's motivating you to just say, okay, I need to move on from this. Like I can't wrap my head around like why this person is not talking to me anymore. I just need to find my own answer from within because it's caused enough pain in my life. But you're picking yourself up really from the ashes with that Leo energy. Why the 7 of Cups? Why were they confused? The King of Wands. So you might have come across as someone who is very charismatic, but see, this is the reason why they fell in love with you in the first place, why they're attracted to you, because they see you as someone who is just willing to be an adventurer, willing to take risk, is just very creative and thoughtful, and people are attracted to you. People are attracted to your energy, but it's a double-edged sword because it's also the reason why they were confused about whether you were committed to them or not. The King of Wands is typically a non-committal, but it's not like you weren't willing to commit to this person. I just feel like at that time they were trying to navigate whether you were serious about them. And with this 3 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles, they felt like they weren't getting the connection that they needed. This is someone that was serious about you, that was serious about committing to you. They felt this connection on a soul level, but eventually they got to a point where they couldn't pin you down enough and they had to leave. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. So there could be a message coming in here trying to rebalance the situation. We have 4, 5, 6 of Pentacles. So something might be coming to the surface here. We'll see. Let's get into the obstacles and then get into the final likely outcome. What is Taurus's obstacle with this person? Let's see what's going on. We have the King of Swords, the Magician, the Star. You know what's going to fix the situation? If someone speaks up, someone is willing to speak up and make that first call or face-to-face conversation. It's usually the King of Swords has a clear, it's not through text. It's saying, hey, can we talk? There is instability that's happening. We all know that with the Five of Wands that came out. But there's someone here that is trying to manifest just a happier life with this person. Trying to fix that connection so you all can be happy. So I do feel like there are two people that are still connected and still want to talk to each other, still want to make things work out, but you're not talking to each other. No contact situation. Page of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles is blocked. So that, my friends, it's 10 of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment. I feel like this is your person's question. If we rebuild, can we rebuild and have a future together? That's still a question on this person's mind. Has this been ruined to the point of where we can't feel like confident or trusting in each other? To lean, for some reason, I'm getting a strong message of like, can I lean on this person? Or are we always just bound to be one foot out, 1 foot in, running from each other, that sort of thing? What is Tarot's advice? Tarot's advice is to sit on it, think about something a little differently. We have the Tower. Oh, we already know there's a Tower that it was happening. No contact situation. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles came out. Remember when I was talking about someone just focusing on work? But let's, no, stop it. Whoa, what's happening? Okay. Why the Eight of Pentacles? They're just, these cards are a bunch of slugs. The Knight of Swords, not quite the King of Swords, right? But there is some forward movement. Ooh, and we have the Sun. The Sun came out in your general. There's going to be a conversation that's happening. This could happen during the summertime. I don't know if it's going to happen right now. And we have the Lovers. Okay. We have the Chariot with the Queen of Swords. So someone, this is my X energy type card. So someone here is going to travel to see someone. I feel like there is going to be a gap that's closed. There's going to be a conversation. It's going to make you happy. Whether it's with this person or not, you're going to be happy in a connection. I want to say by the summertime. But I feel like this Knight of Swords is coming towards someone who is just focusing on their career, just, you know, working on themselves right now. Someone is also, I'm getting a message was like, I'm working on what I want to say to this person, how I want to approach them. But I am getting some forward movement here. There's a lot of forward movement. We have Libra, Leo, Gemini, Cancer. So sometime during the summer is strong, like the May through July months, that something is happening currently in the current energy. So the rest of the zodiac signs I have for you are Aries, Scorpio. I do have Capricorn, Sagittarius, fixed signs, a lot of major arcanas again for you. Aries, Taurus, Libra, heavy on the fixed signs. Did I say Sagittarius? Anyways, those are your current zodiac energies. Taurus, if this reading resonated with you, please like and subscribe. Hit that little bell button or comment below. Thank you for always coming around to support me. All right, let's go, Taurus. Let's find some no contact messages, because I feel like this is no contact. We have karmic connection, moving from the patterns. That's where we started in the very beginning. Despite the distance, I feel like our souls still remain intertwined. I never expected to fall in love. Someone is saying, I hate this distance between us. It doesn't feel good. Yeah, this is, there's some miles between you. If not physical, I do feel like this is a physical distance that's keeping you apart. So I will leave it there. Hopefully that comes full circle. You found some clarity in these messages, and I'll see you later. Bye.